G'day guys, how are you going? I'm back after a little stint in the hospital. Had to go to two different hospitals for two different reasons, but we're all good. I'm alive, kicking well, I'm doing pretty well as well. So today we're having a look at Flying Elite. Now this is my first subscriber spotlight video ever. So just a reminder guys, that if you do want to have your replays featured on my channel, all you have to do is go to heavilyarmored.com, go to the contact section of the page and just follow the prompts there. Pretty much you just got to let me know where you've uploaded the replays to and exactly which replays they are. So you're going to send me the link. But yeah, all you have to do is go down into the description below in the video if you need some help, or go to heavilyarmored.com and you'll find it there. So anyway, this is a pretty damn good game with Flying Elite inside of his AMX 1357. Now this was a tank that was released would have been about 2 years ago now. It was for the, I think it was the first Grand Finals, Wargaming Grand Finals tank ever to be sold. It's a tier 7 French light tank. Now this thing is pretty special, and it has an 8 drum 57mm shell clip, and these shoot out at a phenomenal rate, like incredibly fast. And we can see here that Flying Elite is able to use some pretty damn good camo here. We know he's a pretty good player. Also, I've linked his YouTube down below. He did leave that for me, so why not? I'll give you a bit of a shout out there. Hopefully my my channel can give you some sort of exposure out there. But anyway, you can see he's taken the hill. Now this is a very good position on Tundra, so if you have the top of this hill here, you can really dominate the map. I mean, once you've got this hill, you're almost set for the game. Obviously you need the sides as well, but you can see that his team has gone pretty well spread out. They have left the middle completely open, having said that they've got tanks on each flank, which can probably pretty easily turn around and save any sort of flanking moves here. You can see here that he's able to just wreck tanks with that incredible shell. You only got, I think you've got like less than a second or something, just absolutely ludicrous with speed. Also the reload time is incredibly fast. Now the bad thing about this tank is its penetration, but you can see that Flying Elite is firing only premium rounds, so he's able to get away pretty easily with that. But you can see it just wrecks every tank he comes across. 720 health points just completely taken away from that, I think, tier 6 medium tank there. T-34 85 just completely wrecked. And obviously with the latest light tank buff as well, this tank is incredibly good. I would say on par, if not better, with the Type 62, which is you can see one of my reviews on that. It's a really good tank as well, but this tank is just absolutely phenomenal. And he's holding this this hill pretty much by himself in this game, and tanks seem to be just going straight in front of him without noticing that he's there, which is quite strange. But you can just see, I mean, wow, racking up the damage. He's already on 2,977, sorry, over 3,000 damage now. He's pretty much carrying for the hill here, being able to put in all these shells. Obviously the issue with auto loaders are that once you are loading, it is pretty long on reload, but yeah, he's not having any issues there. He's just able to take out pretty much any tank that comes right by him. So he's onto his 4th kill, 3,239 damage, pretty insane. But you got to remember as well that these shells don't have a lot of damage either. They've got, I can't remember the exact amount off the top of my head. Actually, let's just have a look at it. He's got 90 damage on average per shot, and he's only got 7 shells left, so it really doesn't have very much damage potential at all, which is another big issue of this tank. But you can see that, oh no, that he's able to take out a tank with his last shells, but he's completely out of shells, and that is really quite disastrous, because if he gets into a situation with his last person on his team, he can't do anything. He can't damage tanks. All he can do is spot them for his team and hope his team are competent enough to be able to shoot at the tanks that he's lit up effectively. Also with this tank, a pretty unique feature of it is that it has a camouflage on it, which you cannot change. yeah, when you've purchased the tank, which is not for sale currently, I don't think it goes up for sale very often, and I doubt it's going to go up for sale now after the light tank buffs. But anyway, with this camouflage scheme, although you aren't able to put on any other of the French national camouflage patterns, you do get a 5% bonus regardless, because it comes with its own special Wargaming League camouflage. So you can see right now, all he's doing is pretty much spotting for his team. I mean, worst comes to worst, he could try and ram tanks, but I think this tank only has 50mm of frontal armor, so although it's not terrible for a light tank, it's not amazing for ramming any sort of tank, really. So he'd have issues regardless. And he's found the T-34-85M, and will he ram it? He does, and takes him out, but look how much damage he has taken in return. He took, what, 365 damage points in return, which is an insane amount. But to be fair, he was able to take out that T-34-85 without dying. So, you know, that's a pretty good feat within itself. All there is left on this team now is artillery. Speed it up a little bit so we can get to the end of it. But it is spotted, but I think that the rain's about to be completely taken out. And not that flying elite can do much about it anyway. It's not like he can really well, he could ram it again, but yeah, he doesn't quite get the opportunity to. So as expected, guys, Flying Elite had an absolute stellar of a game. He got a mastery badge, ace tanker, not surprising, a bruiser medal, a duelist medal, a fire for effect medal, a high caliber medal, and a top gun for getting 6 kills with that pretty hilarious kill at the end of the game. He was able to do a serious amount of damage, 3,765. Now, to be fair, he did fire 48 rounds, and I'm pretty certain that all of them were premium rounds. He did bounce 4 shots, but still pretty impressive that of the 48 shots he fired, 44 did go in. And this isn't the most accurate tank for firing. Or for gun handling. I think it has 0.37 gun dispersion. It really isn't that amazing, but he was able to get 1,522 base experience. Also received 100,000, just over 100,000 credits, but of course, because he was firing so much premium ammunition, which cost him dearly, he lost 79,000 credits regardless, almost 80,000 credits, and this was a pretty amazing game. So the ammunition on this tank, especially the premium ammunition, is not cheap at all, guys. So if you are playing this tank, I wouldn't recommend to fire purely premium rounds. That's a very expensive endeavor, and you're not going to make any credits at all. But if you just want to have a bit of fun and pretty much dominate on the battlefield, then by all means, go ahead. But anyway, guys, thank you so very much for watching. I do appreciate it. Again, if you want to send me a replay, all you have to do is go into the description, go to my website, heavilyarmored.com. There we post different things like tank reviews, weekly news, also some fitness posts as well, so how to get stronger, how to get leaner, bigger, and better in general. You can just go to heavilyarmored.com, find it all there. But yeah, for this, all you have to do is go to the contact section, and you'll have some prompts there on exactly how to do it. Thank you guys so very much again, and I'll catch you around.